Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. So last episode, Shiki is finally confronted with the vampire Roa, right? And I guess a lot of stuff has been revealed, right? Like there is another Shiki TOHNO, Shiki and Akia's brother from back then, from 7 years ago. But now he is overwhelmed, I guess, by the Roa, let's say the Roa character. So that Shiki is finally gone, or is gone now, and Roa has taken over. So Roa fought with Shiki and yeah, Shiki lost. He got stabbed in the chest. But then the church came, CL, right? But nothing really happened that much though. And yeah, afterwards CL was bringing Shiki to the mansion because Akia could heal him. So anyways, let us continue. Let's see what happened today. I have always been a stranger in my family. That's something I've known ever since I was young. From the time I was handed off to the Arimas, but honestly, it's been like that for much more longer. It's no mystery why I felt like this. For as long as I can remember, I've been alone. There were people around me who seemed like parents, so I simply tried my best to be their child. My first home was with old tatami mats, I think. After that, I was taken to a massive mansion for some reason. Okay. So this was not his house originally. There was a pair of siblings who were close in age to me when I moved there. I see. Okay, so I understand now. So I guess this Shiki, the Shiki that we have been following, is I guess maybe from another family. Maybe, right? Or maybe within the TOHNO family, but not really Akiha's and this other Shiki's actual sibling. Let's just say maybe a relative or maybe adopted or something like that, right? But then I guess his name was also Shiki, right? And then they just added the TOHNO there. We got along pretty well, I think. Though there was always a wall between me and their father, I tried. I did everything I could to fit in. I thought of him as my own parent even though we weren't related by blood. Okay, so no relation at all, I guess. But all of that was cut short. There was a big accident after that. I was taken to the hospital. No one came to visit and my eyes changed. I was by myself to start with and I ended up alone. Back then, I thought it'd be fine if I just disappeared. But then Master showed up. At least until I met that magician, as beautiful as a clear blue sky. Aoko. I wish Aoko had a bigger role. I keep saying that with True or Let's Play, but yeah, I do wish. That dream felt familiar somehow. Or not really a big role, or at least showed herself again, right? When Shiki was much more older. That would be nice. Or would have been nice. Idly, I voice my thoughts out loud. Though I can't move a single finger, I can at least talk again. My chest is wrapped in bandages. Someone must have removed the knife. As my senses return, I slowly realize that I'm back in my room.
兄さん、気がついたんですね。
アキハ、なんだ、そこにいたのか。
She's sitting beside a bed, carefully watching over me.
アキハ、お前。
Unable to grasp the situation, I simply stare at her. She looks away awkwardly.
この傷は、さ。
I can't tell if... I can tell her it was inflicted by the other Shiki TOHNO by Roa. That said, why is Akiha the one looking after me? Wouldn't you normally send someone to a hospital when they've taken a knife to the chest?
いいんです。どうか楽にしてください。大体の事情は、あの人たちに聞きましたから。
あの人って先輩のことか。
Akiha nods heavily, her eyes downcast. This is bad. What does she mean by most of it? How much does she know? But I think is Akiha already knows a lot about this stuff anyways, right? I can't relax until I find out just how much CL told her.
それで、アキハ、先輩はどうしたんだ？
客間を与えましたので、そちらで休んでいるのでしょう。本来ならあのような悪党、屋敷に入ることは許可しませんが、仮にも兄さんを助けてくれた方です。
A
無下には
wretch.
扱えません。
A wretch, huh? Akiha is even more ruthless than usual.
それより兄さん、その胸の傷は、死期に負わされたものですね。
I mean, she obviously knew that. Or at least that he was out, I guess, right? Because, yeah, she is the head of the family now. Like, she's been told probably about the circumstances of this other Shiki. And, yeah, I guess she has memories of her brother as well, right? In an almost matter-of-fact tone, she probably probes the truth without a moment's hesitation.
言ったでしょ。大体の事情は聞いたと。もっとも、聞かなくても兄さんの容体を見れば、一目でわかることですが。
I'm so shocked I can't even force a sound out of my throat. She's talking as if she knew about him from the start.
アキハ、お前、四季のことを。
ええ、知っています。私は全てを承知した上で、兄さんを屋敷に呼び戻したんですから。
ちょっと待ってくれ。全てを承知した上って、どういうことだよ、それ。俺はまだ、正直整理がつかないんだ。子供の頃、俺とアキハの他に、もう一人子供がいたのは確かだと思う。そうでないと辻褄が合わないからな。けど、それを聞いたら、お前は。
She told me there was no third child.
それについては謝ります。私、兄さんには嘘ばかりついていました。今回のことも、こうなることが分かっていたのに、ずっと、嘘をついてごまかしていたんです。
じゃあ、三人目の子供はいたんだな。けど、どうして、あいつは。
Why did he disappear from the mansion 7 years ago? My memories of the time are indistinct. There was a boy my age and we'd often play together, I've recalled that much. Sometimes Akiha would join us when she managed to slip away from the old man's watchful eye. But the rest is a total blank. I don't know why the other child disappeared. I don't even know why I forgot his name. A name he shared with me. For whatever reason, I forgot everything.
わからない。覚えていることといえば、それは、
What I saw in the forest clearing, that hot summer day, the scene that's been drifting around the back of my mind ever since I came back to the mansion. Akiha was there and so was I. And before us was the corpse of a young boy drenched in blood.
死体？
I think back on what the vampire said. Your debt is repaid, a death for a death. Your debt is repaid. Which means...
あの夢は、俺は、本当に、あいつを。
I killed him, didn't I? That's why he disappeared and forgotten all about it for the sake of my own convenience.
アキハ、俺は、
いいえ、違います。兄さんは誰も殺してはいません。
Or was it the opposite? He was the one, right? I mean, this Shiki was the one who died.
そう思い込むよう、お父様、遠野牧久に言いつけられたんです。
親父に。
Now, I'm more confused than ever. Why would he have wanted to conceal the truth?
それ、どういうことだ？アキハはすべて、7年前のことも、あの式のことも、全部知っているのか？
はい。式のことは、兄さんには思い出してほしくなかった。できることなら、ずっと忘れたままでいてほしかった。けど、それもおしまいですね。初めから、隠し通すことなんて、無理な話だったんです。
Her smile carries a hint of self-mockery. Akiha turned straight towards me.
兄さん、遠野の家が特別な血族だということは、あの人たちに聞いたでしょう。信じられないでしょうけど、遠野の血は、人間以外の血が混ざっているんです。
Non-human blood, okay?
少なくとも、私は幼い頃から、お父様にそう教えられて育ってきました。もちろん、それをまっとうに信じてはいませんでした。けれど、信じざるを得ない出来事が起きてしまった。それが7年前の、兄さんが式に殺された事故です。
殺されたって、俺が、式に。
Akiha nods silently. But that doesn't sound right. It should be the other way around. A death for a death, he said. If the bloody corpse I saw in my memories was the other Shiki, doesn't that mean I'm the one who killed him?
遠野家の人間は、個人差はあれど、年を取るごとに自分の中の異なる血が増えていきます。この血は、あまりいいものではないんです。遠野の血筋に混ざっている意志は、人とは違った生存本能を持っている。人間らしい部分を理性とするのなら、意志の部分は本能、銃声と言えるものです。
アキハ、それは。
わかってます。にわかには信じられない話でしょうから、今は黙って聞いてください。
Yeah, we're listening. We need to listen, I mean.
けれど、遠野の血筋のものが人として終わってしまうのは年老いてからなんです。
What? It marks the end of our existence as humans, but that generally doesn't occur until a certain age.
私の兄のように、四季のように、幼年期に反転してしまう例なんて、今までなかった。遠野の人間が持つ異能には、それぞれ個人差があるそうです。外見が全く変わらない者がいれば、本当に体の形が変わってしまう者もいる。四季は典型的な後者でした。
後者？体の形が変わるってこと？
But what I don't understand is if Shiki is, let's say, adopted, why does he have the same kind of stuff that's happening to him, right?
はい。なぜ四季があんな幼さで狂ってしまったかはわかりません。ただある日、何の前触れもなく反転してしまった。
Inverted?
その時四季に襲われたのが兄さん。あなたなんです。
式が 俺に襲いかかった。
An uneasy feeling arises under the skin, an ache tracing the contours of my scar.
その時の場所があの森の広場なんです。兄さんは死期に胸を貫かれて瀕死の状態でした。そこに父が駆けつけて死期を止めたんです。理性を失っていた死期を止めるには息の根を止めるしかない。遠野家の当主にはそうやって反転してしまった一族のものを処理する義務があります。
So Makihisa was supposed to kill his son, right? But instead of doing that, he imprisoned him.
ですから兄さんが見た血まみれの式というのは父に処理された後の式ではないでしょうか。
The memory still eludes me just out of reach. It feels like there was something else, something important that I'm forgetting. And there's one more thing. Somewhere in the midst of my hazy memories, I know that I took a life with my own hands. No matter what anyone says, something tells me I took a life there in that forest.
幸い兄さんは奇跡的に一命を取り留めました。あとは兄さんの記憶にある通り、当の死期は事故に巻き込まれたと偽証をして病院に運ばれたんです。私が当主に決まったのはこの一件が原因です。一度でも反転した者は当主には迎え入れられない。死期は跡継ぎではなくなり、唯一父の血を継いでいる私が当主として育てられました。
I see. So that's why Akiha was saddled with the responsibility of inheriting the... Hold on.
アキハ、それおかしい。だってさ、反転してしまったのはシキの方だろ。俺はまともじゃないのか。
驚いた。兄さん、こんな話を信じてくれるんですか？
But I honestly like Shiki, I think he inverted as well, right? When he killed Arcuade back then? Like the impulses, right? It's like a beast, basically.
あのな、お前がこんな嘘をつくわけがないし、こういう話には慣れているというか。
But even one of the days though, it was named inverted, if I remember correctly. This is day 14. But yeah, the earlier ones. Death. What day was it? But yeah, like the beginning. 5 for the third one. This one. Impulse inversion. Right? This is when he killed Arcuade. Yeah.
とにかく話の続きだ。アキハが当主に選ばれた理由、俺が有馬の家に預けられた理由を教えてほしい。
簡単です。兄さんにはどうしても遠野家を継げないわけがあった。
Because, yeah, you're adopted.
本当にそんなことさえ忘れてくれていたんですね。その蜃気楼がずっと続いてくれたらよかったのに。
アキハ。
兄さんは遠野家の人間ではないんです。ただ父の気まぐれで、私の兄であるシキと同じ名前というだけで養子に取られた子供でした。
Wait, that's it? But no, that's not just a reason. We see Shiki's abilities, right? He has the mystic eyes of death perception, and you just can't get that by chance, right? So it means like Shiki's family, or at least where he came from, I mean, was like special people as well. Like, come on, like this dude just adopted him for no reason. What?
兄さんと私、 私たちは本当の兄弟として育てられました。兄さんと四季はとても仲が良くて、私も幼心に嫉妬するぐらいでした。お父様は四季を内々に処理した。けれど対外的に遠野家の長男を亡くしてしまうことはできなかった。遠野家は社会的にも地位のある家柄でしょ。だから軽率に跡継ぎである長男がいなくなりましたと周りには知らせられなかった。そこで父は思いついたんです。四季に殺されかけた当の四季を実子として扱い、反転して人間で亡くなった四季を事故で死亡した養子として扱えばいいと。
Also, he exchanged them. Okay, so because yeah, people knew that there were two Shikis, the adopted one and the real child, right? So they swapped, I guess. So they thought now this Shiki that we were or the main protagonist, they thought that this was the real child.
その時、兄さんと四季は入れ替わったんです。
So basically you can say or understand what Roa is saying, a death for death or something like that. Because technically this Shiki replaced him, right? And then technically he died. He was imprisoned. So yeah, he was gone now in the world. He died basically.
殺された側が生き残って、殺した側が死んでしまった。それが兄さんと四季の関係なんです。
じゃあ、なんだ。俺は、秋葉の兄貴なんかじゃなくて、遠野の人間でもなくて。
And of course, I'm not related to the Arimas either.
俺は、どこの誰だって言うんだ。
ごめんなさい。もう誰も、その質問には答えられません。兄さんは、四季という名前をしていた子供は、もうどこにもいないんです。
Why not answer it though? You're just gonna say where Shiki came from.
四季という子供は、7年前に死んでしまった。それは命としての死ではなく、存在としての死です。戸籍も、過去も家も、その記憶も、もうどこにも残ってはいない。兄さんが当の四季の代わりになった7年前に、全部、父が処分してしまいましたから。
What do you mean expunged it all? What do you mean by that?
だから、兄さんは有馬の家に預けられたんです。世間体のために、遠野家の長男は生きていなくてはならない。けれど本当は血がつながってはいないから、後継ぎにはさせられない。お父様は、事故で体が弱っていると理由をつけて、兄さんを有馬の家に追放した。
There's a trembling in her voice. She drops her head, fighting something stirring in her chest. She must have felt guilty over what happened to me. But she shouldn't. I don't blame her in the slightest. In fact, I'm incredibly grateful to know that Akiha cares for me so deeply. That said, there's something that I need to ask her about.
ダメだ。疑問点がまだ2つもある。話を続けてくれ、秋葉。物事がまだちゃんと解決していないよ。それじゃ。まず1つ目。まあ、こっちは別に些細な疑問というか確認なんだけど。俺が遠野の人間じゃないのは分かった。遠野の血が普通と違うのも信じるよ。でも、そうなると、俺の目の説明ができないというか。
I mean, does she even know about the eyes though? Probably not. I mean, no one can really see that, right?
実は俺も少しだけおかしな体質をしているんだけど、これってたまたまなのかな。
わかりません。確かに父は、気まぐれで養子を取るような人ではありませんでしたから。兄さんを養子に取ったのも、何かしら訳があってのことだったのかもしれません。
I mean, yeah. I guess Shiki is from a family, I guess, as well. A family, I get, let's say the same as the TOHNO family. Yeah, like something special in their blood or whatever.
そうか。まあ、この際自分が何者かなんてことは、本当にどうでもいいんだ。明葉もそんなに気にしないでくれ。さ、俺、生きてるだけでラッキーだって思うんだ。本当なら死んでいたような傷だったんだろう。なら、こうしていられるだけで幸運だよ。
Yeah, that stuff doesn't really matter. There's something else I need to know.
二つ目の疑問。四季はどうして生きてるんだ？
兄さん。
おかしいだろ、あいつが生きているのは。四季は遠野の血に負けて反転とやらをしたんだろう。そうして俺を殺して親父に息の根を止められた。ならああして生きているはずがない。可能性があるとしたら一つだけだ。俺が一命を取り留めたようにあいつも一命を取り留めた。いや、もしかすると親父は息の根を止めなかったのかもしれないな。どんなに狂ってしまっても血を分けた自分の息子だ。だから殺せず人目につかないところで養生させていたんじゃないのか。俺が病院に担ぎ込まれたみたいに。
Akiha doesn't answer. The fact that she can't lie is both her strength and her weakness. Looks like I was right on the money.
そうか。それで四季がまともに戻ったら塔の式として屋敷に呼び戻すつもりだったんだろうな。あの親父のことだから。
そんなことは。
Akiha can't bring herself to refute it, so I guess that was his plan. But yeah, honestly, I think for Makihisa, I think he was killed by this other Shiki, right? I mean, they did say it was a different kind of death, I think. Was it illness or whatever? But yeah, I think maybe the truth to it is maybe, yeah, this other Shiki killed his father. Maybe? Probably?
いいんだ。明葉が悪いわけでもないし、親父が悪いわけでもない。もちろん、四季が悪いわけでもない。原因はさ、本当にたまたまなんだよ。たまたま運が悪くて、よその国のイカれたやつが四季に入っちまっただけなんだ。本当に悪いものがあるとすれば、それは四季を狂わせたものだけだ。
Akiha remained silent, her head hung low. I guess this is where our conversation ends. To be honest, I didn't want to learn the truth about myself. Right now, I need to meet up with our Kuwait as soon as I can.
ごめん、少し疲れた。眠るから外に出てくれないか。
はい。
Akiha heads for the door.
明葉。
One question still lingers in my mind.
何ですか、兄さん。
ああ。明葉はどうして俺をこの屋敷に呼んでくれたんだ。俺は本当の兄貴じゃないのに。
そんなバカなこと 言わないでください。私にとって兄さんはあなただけです。今も昔も。兄さんは忘れてしまっただろうけど、子供の頃からずっと、当の明葉にとって、兄さんはあなただけなんです。四季。
The door opens with a heavy sound and then she leaves. I mean, still though, like even though they're not blood related, yeah, they were so very close when they were kids that, yeah, Shiki is still considered her brother. Or she still considers Shiki her brother, especially now that, yeah, their dad is gone. And then the other Shiki is like that, right? With Akiha gone, I can finally take a stock of my own situation. It's just past 10 in the evening. Only 4 hours have passed since that bastard knifed me. My body refuses to budge. It feels like I've turned into a robot, one operated by remote control that's since been lost. My mind is clear. I don't even feel any pain anymore. I expel a deep breath to calm myself. By trying to move an entire arm or a leg in a single push, I'm only setting myself up for failure. But I want to make this work. I've got to start smaller. I focus my entire being toward the simple act of wiggling my right pinky. Every ounce of strength is focused in that one tiny finger. Every last fraction of concentration condensed into a single point. It feels like the muscles in my body might rip themselves apart from the exertion. After a few minutes of concentrated effort, I'm completely drenched in sweat, but I manage to twitch my little finger the teeniest bit. With a loud heave, I release the breath I've been holding. It might have just been one finger, but it's proof that I can still move my body. It's all I need to shake the feeling that I'm some helpless puppet with its strings cut. Now that I remember what the sensation of touch feels like, I can force the motion from my pinky to my ring finger, to my palm, my elbow, my arm, my shoulder. The more of my body I reclaim, the more the pain flares. The lack of pain earlier must have been due to my entire body being numb with paralysis. But it's quite annoying though, the story earlier with Akiha. Sure, like she revealed the important stuff, right? But yeah, a lot of stuff are missing, like especially the important stuff. Like let's say what happened really to Makihisa and what really happened with the other Shiki. I mean, yes, we know that he was imprisoned, but yeah, how he was treated, and then for Shiki, this one, who is his actual family, all that stuff, right? Akiha didn't want to reveal. I hope it will be revealed, but we'll find out. I don't know, man. We're in Arcoide's route, so who knows? So it makes sense that as I regain control of my nerves, the pain will only grow. A thick sweat gathers on my forehead. I can feel a stabbing pain all throughout my body. But I need to persevere. If I don't regain any of my senses, I won't be able to leave my room. And if I can't leave my room, then I can head back to town, to the school. To the place where I can meet Arcoide yet again. Fighting back the nausea, I force my torso up. There, I did it. It's probably going to take everything I have just to walk there, but that's fine. It's a miracle I survived after Roa struck me in that point. Asking for more would just be tempting fate. I inspect the spot where the knife penetrated my skin. That's strange. There isn't a single point of death on my chest. Sure enough, my body possesses two such points, but neither is anywhere near the place he stabbed me. I'm struck by a calm realization. Of course, he didn't stab one of my points of death. If he had, I would have dropped dead on the spot. Even Volov, an undying monster, was no exception to that rule. So if Shiki had actually stabbed me in one of those spots, someone like me wouldn't have had a chance.
見えているものが違うのか?
As I pondered the situation, I spent a few long moments pulling my coat over my shoulders. But just then, a gentle knock comes from the door, followed by my supposed senior entering the room. Okay, CL is here.
遠野くん、絶対安静だって言われたでしょ。なんで起き上がろうとしているんですか、あなたは。
She hurries to my bed. I take a second to observe her in silence.
何ですか、遠野くん。私の顔、何かついてます？
うん。メガネがついてる。
ええ、遠野くんとお揃いですね。
She chuckles softly at the dumb joke. It's nice that she's still the same old CL. Even after she told me she'd disappear from my life, she still came to save me. She may be strong enough to go toe-to-toe with Roa, but the rest of her is still unchanged.
ありがとう。また先輩に助けられた。
ええ、これで荒事は2回目です。いい加減次は見捨てますから覚悟していてくださいね。
I was talking about our conversation at the side of the wreckage. She must have saved me some other time without me even noticing it.
そっか。2回目だったんだ。わかった。覚悟しとくよ。次は必ずやられる前にやることにする。
CL stares me down.
遠野くん、もしかしてまだ懲りてないんですか？
懲りてないも何も、俺は被害者だよ。あっちから問答無用でやってきたんだ。懲りるも何もないだろう。
それはそうですけど、遠野くん、やる気満々じゃないですか。
I let CL comment past in silence. I am not sure what sort of face I'm making right now. But I do know I've got no intention of resting here when I could be taking action.
先輩、質問していいですか？
嫌です。と言っても、遠野くんには通じないようですね。いいですよ。それで遠野くんがおとなしくしてくれるなら安いものです。しばらくおしゃべりにお付き合いしちゃいます。
CL takes a seat in the same chair that Akiha was sitting in before. I was so certain she'd refuse me, but here she is. I still don't understand her at all.
マリオも来ているんですか？あと、ノエル先生は？
Noelle sensei.
先生は自宅療養中です。マリオでしたら、下でアキハさんと交渉中ですね。今後の対策の打ち合わせと、まあ、急所の探り合いでしょうか。
CL speaks dispassionately. Mario and CL might be connected through the church, but It seems there is no love lost between them.
じゃあ聞きます。さっきのやつがロアなんですね、先輩。
はい。あれが今代のロアの転生体です。7年前に遠野くんの命を略奪した遠野四季。そのあたりの事情は明葉さんに聞きました？
ああ、聞いた。なんだ先輩、明葉と仲良くなったの？あいつ先輩たちのこと嫌ってるみたいだったけど。
ええ、嫌われてますよ。明葉さんは異端狩りという私の仕事も嫌いなら、私自身のことも気に食わないそうです。
I mean, that's why she called you wretched, right? That wretched woman.
ですね、並大抵の嫌われようじゃありません。この件が片付き次第、殺し合いをするのも辞さない感じです。
CL says something quite alarming with an eerily casual smile.
そっか。まあそれは置いておいて。話はロアに戻るんだけど、奴の住処はうちの学校だったんですか？
ロアの隠れ家は他にも複数あったようですが、現在あの校舎を根城にしているのは間違いないようですね。アルクエイドがロアの死者たちを残らず排除した結果、自分から動き出したんだと思います。
In other words, Arcuade hasn't found him yet. Which means I still stand a chance of catching her in time.
遠野くん？
あ、いえ、考え事をしてました。けど、どうしてロアはうちの学校なんかを住処にしてるんですか？そもそもあれは本当にロアなのかな？なんか聞いていたのとイメージが違いすぎて。
そのイメージというものが間違いですね。ロアは転生する吸血鬼。その時の姿や性格、思考性が変化するのは当然です。いいですか、遠野くん。ロアが転生先に選んだ肉体は、ロアとは別の人格、人間として育ちます。知性が十分に育たなければ、ロアは己を発揮できませんから。
Basically, he's just gonna take them over, yeah.
そうして一個人として成長した人間の全てを苗床にして、ロアは姿を現します。
So I wonder what happens though, like for the person, let's say yeah, the Shikitono, right? What happens to him? Is he still there? I mean, he's probably still there, right? Like deep in the depths of that mind, in that body? Shikitono is there, but we can say that he's sealed away, sleeping or whatever.
よりしろがロアに変身するのではなく、ロアの思想をよりしろが受け継ぎ、新しいロアになると考えてください。
So technically what she's saying is, let's say, yeah, let's say for Akiha, let's say she was the one who's gonna become Roa, right? Roa just takes over the body and that's it. I guess maybe the look is gonna become much more intense, I suppose, right? I mean, yeah, the other Shikitono, he looks like a vampire, but other than that, yeah, he's just basically what Roa is doing is just basically taking over the body of said person. He will not like change into his original Roa form when he was alive.
ですので、ロアとして覚醒した後も、その代のロアの行動原理は肉体に沿うものになりがちです。
肉体に影響される。じゃああいつは間違いなく四季の考え方を持ったロアということなんですか？
I mean, yeah, when you look at him like this, right? I mean, I guess. No, I'm thinking like... No, never mind.
半々の状態といったところでしょうか。転生先となった遠野四季の意識は7年間潜盲状態だった。だから四季本人の自我が弱い時、思想はオリジナルの初代ロアのものに近くなる。こんなケースはロアの歴史の中でも珍しいことでしょうね。
I mean, he did say the death for death one, right? As Roa.
ある意味、ロアという人物はもう存在しないんです。あそこにいるのは永遠という事柄、不老不死を求める脅迫観念に過ぎません。厄介なのは、その脅迫観念に意志と歴史、積み重ねた魔道の知識があるということ。ロアは不老不死の探求を続けられるのなら、自分が何をしようと構わない。シキ本人の意志、シキの欲求を止めることはしません。むしろ欲望の達成を手助けするでしょう。よりしろの確執が消えれば、思想は完全にロアだけのものになりますから。
シキ本人のやりたいこと。
はい。おそらく彼はアルクエイドから隠れることより、トーノ君、あなたの殺害を第一としていたはずです。
OK。
シキの目的が俺の殺害って、どうして？
そうですね。言いにくいことですが、当のシキにとってあなたは、自分を殺した人だからだと思います。
殺されたのはこっちの方なのに。あべこべですよ、それ。
でもトーノ君は生きている。そしてシキは殺されてしまった。その結果、あなたはトーのシキになってしまったでしょ。シキはトーノの身内たちの手によって処罰された後、奇跡的に蘇生しました。けれどだってトーノ家の長男はきちんと生きていて、妹のアキハさんと暮らしていたんですから。
So I remember when Akiha said earlier that both of them were close. Shiki and the other Shiki Tohno, they were close, but then when he turned, of course that happened. So I guess he was jealous, I guess envy, jealous or whatever, because he was sealed away, he was put in prison, right, by his father. And then the other Shiki, he became the Shiki Tohno, the son of Makihisa, right? Even though he was like put away in a farther place, not living with them anymore, I mean, he still had his life, right? But I guess that's why he's angry at him, or angry at this Shiki. Because of that, he gets to live a normal life, while he was sealed away, right?
ある意味、あなたは当のシキという人物を殺してしまったんです。彼の帰る場所をあなたが全て奪ってしまった。
I mean, of course, Shiki didn't know that, right? But basically what CL is saying here is correct. You took everything, his name, his home, you stole everything from him.
当のマキヒサによって幽閉されていたシキが、自分として暮らしていたあなたにどんな感情を抱くかは、わかりやすすぎるぐらいです。
There, exactly. That is the word, resentment. Yes, even though they were close when they were kids, after the incident there, he grew to resent this other Shiki, the adopted brother that they had. Because, he was replaced by him.
シキにとって、俺は自分の名前を使って当のシキになりすましている偽物なわけか。
I mean, of course, for him, let's say, what would happen to him, right? He turned and he was like that. His mind was already different. And then now being in a cage, let's say, right? Prisoned, of course, he's gonna have a different thought now. Like, it's all Shiki's fault. This happened because of him.
はい。シキは何よりもあなたを憎んでいたんだと思います。
It's not like I'm all too happy with the arrangement we wound up either. But I suppose that wouldn't matter much to Shiki. I mean, to him, I'm just some despicable fraud. The man who stole his place in the world. And it's not like his resentment faded with time. Rather, he spent the past 7 years nurturing it and letting it fester. Yeah, looking at it this way, of course he wants to kill me. Definitely.
でもさ、殺されたのは俺の方なんだ、先輩。
遠野くん。
He's not the only one who got robbed of his existence. 7 years ago, I would have been 10, and that 10-year-old me has been completely erased. I don't know anything from before then. I don't have any memories of my childhood. It's not like I long to meet my real parents, but everything I might have held dear no longer exists. Honestly, it's not their fault, right? Like, yeah, it was just a random occurrence that happened, and yeah, it did. Like even Akia said earlier, right? Like, they turn, I guess, when they're much more older, but for some reason, the other Shikitono turned when they were much more younger, so no one expected that, I mean. And yeah, it's in their blood. It's uncontrollable, basically. I don't even know my last name. Shiki, the child I once was, is gone without a trace.
遠野くん、憎しみで戦おうとするのはいけないことです。
CL chides me, perhaps sensing something worrisome in my idle murmuring. Though I'm afraid her concern is misplaced.
そんなんじゃないです。俺がロアを殺すのは別の理由ですから。
憎しみはないんですか？
全くないわけじゃないけど、それはただあるだけの話です。憎しみの他にも思うところはありますから。それとは関係のないところでロアは放っておけない。放っておくと一人とんでもない無茶をするやつがいる。だから俺も急がないと。最後まで手伝うってあいつと約束したんだから。
That's right. I don't have time to rest up here. Not when she's been bearing her pain with a smile this entire time.
わかりません。どうしてそこまで彼女に肩入れするんですか？アルクエイドは吸血鬼です。遠野くんとは違うものじゃないですか。
それも関係ないですよ。俺はアルクエイドだから肩入れするんです。仮にあいつが人間だろうと怪獣だろうと。
Actually, I shouldn't call her then. She'd stalk up a storm if she heard.
人魚だろうと結果は変わらない。それぐらい俺はあいつそのものに惚れてるんです。
Staring straight into CL's eyes, I declare my feelings for Arcoade. She's blushing. She quickly clasps her hands over her cheeks, which are flashing red or flushing red for some reason.
はあ、あくまで彼女に協力すると言うんですね、遠野くんは。
Of course, which is why I'll head for the school the second my body allows it. There's a chance that Arcoade could find Roa and become embroiled in battle. The instant she does, her safety is no longer a guarantee. It's dubious how much help I can offer in my current state, but it's still better than letting her go it alone.
無理ですね。たとえ遠野くんが満足に動けたところで、今の彼女ではロアには対抗できません。
対抗できないって、どうしてそう断言できるんですか、先輩。
単純な足し算ですから。彼女は一度決壊した吸血衝動を抑えて活動している。そのために能力はさらに低下し、ロアの半分にも満たないでしょう。遠野くんの力はロアの半分もありませんから、遠野くんが協力したところでロアには太刀打ちできません。そもそも彼女は死にかかっています。
能力が弱っているのに自分の衝動を抑えつけている。私たちで言うのなら、肺が潰れているのに動き回っているようなものです。
What the hell? She's dying. Why and how? I knew she was suffering, but it never seemed like she was anywhere near that bad.
もちろん、それは吸血衝動を抑えなければ回復できるものです。楽になりたいのなら人間の血を吸えばいい。けれどアルケイドは二度と人の血は吸わないでしょう。だからロアを追いかける限り、彼女は自分から死に近づいているんです。
ふざけるな、そんなの。
I jumped up from the bed. Then he fell and immediately collapsed to the ground. It's not even a graceful fall. Instead, I hit the ground like a discarded piece of trash. It's so pathetic, it makes me want to curl up and die. Arcuade is out there pushing herself against the world and I'm too frail to even walk.
無茶はしないでください。傷自体は合ってないようなものですけど、トーノ君の生命力は空っぽなんです。ロアの今代の転生体、四季の能力でしょう。あなたはナイフで刺されただけで、ごっそりと命そのものを削り取られたんです。
命。
生命を活動させる動的な結合力。平たく言えばエネルギーですね。生きている限り動的な結合力は作り出されますけど、その蓄積量は個人差があるんです。
What did you say?
一人の体から取り出せる生命力は無尽蔵ではなく限度がある。蓄積している生命力を一瞬にして奪われたら、その個体は生命活動を停止するんです。
Life force. The thing that sets someone in motion.
それは物を生かしているということですか？
そうですね。厳密に言うと死ではありません。ガソリンが切れてしまったから動かなくなるということですから。エンジンは壊れていないんですから、エネルギーさえ戻ればまた走り出せます。
CL moves to stand me up and lay me back down on the bed.
いい。もう横にはならない。
もう、自分一人じゃ立ってられない人が何を言ってるんですか？横になるのが嫌でしたら、こうしてください。
With a forceful push, CL has me sit on the bed. The act of sitting is enough to send my breathing into disarray. I'll never make it to school at this rate. Even if I could find Arcuade, I'd only slow her down.
いいんですよ。トーノ君はもう戦わなくて。ロアのことなら、あと数日もあれば決着がつきますから。
決着って。
I mean, they did say that they were gonna bring a lot of their people, right? That's why they're waiting a little bit. Because they need more of their people from the church, I mean.
ロアの転生体が特定できましたから、法王町、私たちの本拠地ですけど、そこに要請が通ります。今回はマーリオもいますし、3日もあれば十分な数の代行者が送り込まれますから、ロアはそれでおしまいです。結局、また同じことの繰り返しになりますけど、とりあえずそれで、今代のロアは処理できます。
3 days. Wait 3 days?
ダメだ。そんなもの、待ってられない。今夜にでも、アルクエドはロアとやり合うかもしれないんだ。だったら、そんなもの、何の意味もないじゃないか。
I force my power into my legs. Somehow masking my ragged breathing, I get up from the bed.
先輩。俺のナイフ、どこだ？
私が預かってますけど、あなたに渡すと思いますか？
思わない。けど、人のものを取り上げないでほしい。確か、汝盗むべからず、なんでしょう。
Thou shalt not steal. Seal takes a knife out of her habit with a resigned sigh.
この担当は遠野くんのですからお返ししますけど。学校に戻るつもりなんですか？
何度もそう言ってる。アルクエイドがロアを見つける前に、俺が。
But I do like how, let's say, the main characters, or at least the guys in, I guess, this, what do you call this? Nasuverse or this type moon visual novels. Like in Witch and the Holy Night, like Sojiro, right? Like, you can say he's strong, but he gets damaged as well, is what I'm saying. Like, they get hurt. Yes, the main characters get hurt. And yeah, look at here, like Shiki, even though he comes back, he gets hurt. But we can see that he's getting hurt all the time. Like, you can say that that makes them human, I guess, at least for me. Not overpowered or whatever is what I'm saying. Like, for example, like there are other protagonists in different kinds of media where they're not even getting hurt. They'll just overpower the villain and that's it. Like, especially now, like the much more newer stuff. Like, all of the protagonists are always like that. Always overpowered for some reason. And barely or rarely that they struggle in a fight. Put an end to him. If Shiki is after my life, then we'll wind up clashing one way or another. If so, I should go there and kill him myself to protect our Kuwait.
そんな体でですか？やっぱりわかりませんね。あなたがそこまで彼女にこだわる理由、聞かせてください。それを聞かせてくれるのなら、私はもう止めませんから。
It's the same question as before. Sending strength to my trembling knees, I reaffirm my resolve that I might instill them with the strength to burst out of here.
俺は。
Why do I want to help her? Because I like her? Because it's fun to be around her? I'd just be lying to myself if I said that. There's one far more deep-rooted reason, one which trumps everything else. Yes, that reason is you want to save our Kuwait. That's the only reason, man.
あいつ、一人だからさ。なんかほっとけないんだ。多分、理由はそんなものだよ。
嘘です。そんなことで自分の命をないがしろにはできません。真面目に答えてください、遠野くん。そんな理由じゃ、私は納得できません。
いや、本当に理由はそんなことなんだ。あいつは今まで一人で、楽しいことがいっぱいあるってことも知らなくて。ずっと、バカみたいに、一人だった。そんなのは寂しすぎるだろ。そんな意味のない人生、俺は許せない。だから、
That's why I just wanted to show her that this world has so much going on, even if the majority is a pointless crap. Learning all about it, experiencing it for yourself is the joy of living. It's truth so simple even children understand it.
ただ、教えてやりたかった。あいつはあんなに楽しそうに笑っていたけど、そんなのは 誰にでも手に入れられるものなんだって教えてやりたかった。世の中にはもっとつまらない悩みなんて消し飛ぶぐらい楽しいことがあるんだって何回でも連れ回したかった。当たり前のことを当たり前のように感じられるように、あいつを幸せにしてやりたかった。
My desire doesn't come from sadness. It's a simple, honest wish from the bottom of my heart. I want her to be able to smile always. Because there's nothing I find more radiant, more lovely, more beautiful.
だってそうだろう。あいつは今まで救われなかった分、その何倍も幸せにならなくちゃいけない。帳尻は合わせないと嘘だ。だいたいあいつが一人で亡くなる方法なんて簡単すぎる。そんなことで悩んでるとかバカみたいだ。
Yeah, it's a piece of cake. All she needs is someone she can talk to and the freedom to do what she wants.
きっとさ、それは誰にだってしてやれることなんだ。他の誰でもあいつを幸せにすることはできる。だから確かに俺がこんなみっともない体でこんな風に躍起になる必要はない。他の誰にだってあいつを一人で亡くすことができるんだから。
I know. I know it all too well, but I'm not doing this for some illogical reason.
けどダメなんだ。他の誰かになんて任せられないし、このままあいつと別れることなんてできない。俺にはもうあいつ以外にいないんだ。
That's just the kind of bastard I am. I'd already given up so many things. I could have died like a dog and not cared. Yet now I desire something so much. It's like I'm a different person.
アルクエイドを愛してる。
As a man, I'm in love with everything about her.
でもそれ以上に俺は自分の手であいつを幸せにしてやりたい。そのために自分の命が使われるのならそれでいい。このままであいつに消えてほしくない。今はただそれだけなんだ、先輩。
Yeah, that's all it is. I care more about Arcuate than I do my own life. She's the sole purpose for which I was granted these eyes. I can say that with absolute certainty.
他の誰でもですか。バカなこと言わないでください。他の誰にもできませんよ。だって、そんなことを言えるのは世界中で遠野くんだけみたいですから。
CL sighs deeply and shrugs her shoulders in exasperation.
先輩。
ちょっと頭にきちゃいました。彼女、もう十分幸せじゃないですか。
She wears a cynical smile, but her tone is gentle. Suddenly, I hear a noise from the window. The scraping of branches and twigs.
あ、驚かないでいいですよ。彼女が立ち去っただけですから。さっきからおかしな違和感があったんですけど、やっぱりそうだったんですね。
Why is Ark away? She was listening to us? CL glances toward the window.
ロアより遠野くんの方を優先してきてたなんて、彼女らしくないですけど。まあ、これでロアの方を優先しているようでしたら、私がとどめを刺しに行きますが。
なんでアルクエイドが俺の部屋なんかに来るんだよ。
遠野くんがロアにやられたから心配で見に来たんでしょう。私たちの話に聞き耳を立てていて、たった今ロアのところに行っちゃいましたけど。
言ったって、どうして？
当たり前じゃないですか。あんなこと聞いちゃったら、私だって同じ行動をとります。羨ましいけど、同じぐらい哀れですね。
だから、どうして？
遠野くんはアルクエイドを助けたい。けどアルクエイドは遠野くんを巻き込みたくない。なら答えは一つです。さて、これで諦めがついたでしょ。遠野くんがどう頑張ったところで彼女には追いつけません。ですから、あとは私たちに任せてゆっくり体を。
ふざけるな！
In a bit of rage, I grab at her collar. The short burst of movement is enough to get my head spinning, but I ignore the dizziness.
こうなると分かって、俺に理由を聞いたのか？
いいえ、私、遠野くんが彼女をそういう風に見てたなんて知りませんでした。確かに、これは私の失策です。
Even so, her expression doesn't change. Her gaze is perfectly calm as I cling to her collar. This is pointless. Our Kuwait is already on her way. I've got more important things to do than blame CL.
彼女の後を追う。連れて行け。
そんな体の人の脅迫を聞くと思っているんですか？
Of course not.
知るか。言うことを聞かないなら、ここでめちゃくちゃに暴れてやる。
Look at her eyes. Her expression crumbles. The stern face from before is replaced by one of the quiet astonishment as she looks away and ponders for a moment. After a few seconds, CL breathes another heavy sigh.
その提案は魅力的ですけど、仕方ありません。私の失策でもありますし、乗りかかった船ですから、こうなったら終着までお付き合いします。
CL pulls my fingers off her collar and it comes around to my side.
それじゃあ連れて行ってあげますから、おとなしくしていてくださいね。
I don't even have the time to be confused right now. CL picks me up, cradling me in her arms.
秋葉さんに見つかると止められますので、彼女と同じ方法で行きましょうか。
はい、ちょっと、シエル先輩。
There's a soft thud as she steps on the window sill. And a split second later, we leap out into the night. Okay. We're gonna go after them now, or our Kuwait at least. Our Kuwait and then I guess yeah, Roa is gonna be there. But yeah, why doesn't our Kuwait just go to Shiki, right? Okay, I'll stop. I'll not go to Roa anymore. So you can be safe, right? No, but yeah, it was nice. I mean, Akiha's part earlier was pretty nice, but I just wanted it to be much more longer, I guess, right? Learning more of the TOHNO family, the mystery of them. I want to know more of that. But yeah, I think we're really close to finishing this route here, as yeah, we're going there to the school again, and for sure we're gonna battle again, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen, right? I don't really know what to expect, but is it gonna be a good ending, a bad ending? We're gonna find out. Only time will tell, right? So anyways, we're gonna continue this and do more of Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.